Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the Street Fighter Akuma action figure by SOTA Toys. This figure set is part of round 4 of the Street Fighter line of 6-inch action figures and was first released in 2005. I got this figure set sometime last year off a website called puzzlezoo.com, and I cannot remember how much I paid for it. I do remember that it was not expensive and they had quite a few of these figures, and I'm going to guess that I paid somewhere around $10 for the set. Taking a look at the figure here in the package, you can see Akuma comes with a whole bunch of accessories. He comes with alternate hands, an alternate head, and a fire effect here as well. And down below you can see Akuma's move set there. It's pretty neat. Now, taking a look here, you can see the back of the package, and these are the other figures from round 4. We have Remy here from France. Of course, we have Akuma from an unknown origin or location, and then we have Ibuki here from Japan, Fei Long from Hong Kong, and Birdie from the United Kingdom. Now, we'll be right back and have Akuma here out of the package. Alright, we have Akuma here out of the package, and he does come with a few accessories, and we'll take a look at them first. And what we have here is a mini poster of the other lines that SOTA Toys produces, or did produce at one time, and we'll go over that right now. And we have here Nightmares of Lovecraft, which I've never seen, and we have here the Street Fighter line and Micronauts Evolution. I wasn't aware that they produced that as well. And then they have the Now Playing line, which is basically movie tie-ins, and the Charmed subline there. Kind of cool. Nothing on that side there. Next up, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the alternate hands. And the figure right now has a pair of closed fists on the wrists. And the alternate hands that came in the packaging are, I guess, open palm, or it's not really true open palm. The fingers are kind of curled there. But it's kind of neat. You can see the detail at the padding on the back of the hand, wrapping around on the inner part of the hand there. You can see some of the stitching details. It's kind of cool. And you can see the fingernails are painted there. It's actually quite nice. And unfortunately, this particular hand, or these hands here, don't bend back far enough to do some of the classic posing for Akuma, where his hand or his palm is straight up and up and down. You can't do that with this particular alternate hand, neither with the closed fist, and that's kind of unfortunate. But still, it's kind of neat that SOTA Toys includes a pair of alternate hands, so that's pretty neat. Next up, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the alternate head, which is an angry faced head here, if I can get into focus. And an angrier head, I should say, because the head that's on the figure now is he has a mean look to his face, but this one is even meaner. And he's got his teeth bared here, and it's actually kind of cool. I actually like this head better, mainly because the paint is more cleanly applied than what's on the figure, and we'll go into that in a little bit. But this one looks pretty neat. You can see some of the graying at the temples there, and like I said, the teeth bared here on this particular alternate head, and you got the reddish eyes there. Very nice alternate head. Next up, we'll take a look at the flame effect here, and it's kind of cool that they included this. Unfortunately, it's very hard to apply onto the closed fist here. You really have to have the hand in a certain position along the arm to have this thing stay in place. If it's in any other position, it'll just drop right off, and even in the correct position, a slight nudge of that will knock it off. So what you really need to do with this flame effect on this hand, and it only goes on the right hand here on the closed fist, is actually to keep it in place, you really need to get a clear elastic band and just wrap it around the wrist there to have it stay in place, because it'll just fall off at the slightest touch there. And not only that, but the flame effect here actually scratches the paint on his wrist guard there. So kinda happy to have a neat item like this, but just a real pain to apply onto the figure. Now taking a look at the figure, and the figure here is pretty neat. Oh, I forgot, he does have one more accessory here, and that's the prayer beads here. And I forgot about these because they were on the figure in the packaging, and once I got it out of the packaging. But it's kind of neat. You got individual beads here running along a piece of string, and as you can see, I had taken it off and put it back on rather easily. It's not tight or anything, and it's actually kind of cool. I really like these prayer beads. Very, very neat. But now on to the figure, and as you can see here, you got Akuma here in a not as mean face as his alternate head here, and you can see the comparison between the two. He still has a mean looking face, but like I said, not as mean as this face here. And the paint on this one is just a little less clean than the alternate head. There's a lot of paint slop here, where the paint of the hair is going into the face on there, unfortunately, and it just makes it a little bit sloppy here. And actually the paint overall, you can see some paint here chipping from the bead, is not as clean as other Street Fighter figures that I have. You can see some paint chipping here on the chest there, and some misapplied paint on the skin here. It doesn't pick up too well on with the lamps here, kind of washing out the detail. But it's just these minor paint blemishes along the sandal here that kind of have me just slightly disappointed. Not entirely disappointed. I still really like the figure, but it's just a lot of QC in the paint. I don't know if it's because it's a round 4 figure, a 4th wave, which happened to be their final wave from the main Street Fighter line. I think they produced Revolutions later on, but this was the final wave from the main Street Fighter line from SOTA Toys. And I don't know if it's because of the QC that started to slip because of that, and but it's just these tiny little details that are kind of disappointing with the figure. But other than the paint, it's still a decent figure. I really do like it. You can see here the character that's painted on the back of the figure, of his torn gi here. It's very, very cool. You can see the typical SOTA sculpt on the figure. It's very detailed on here. It's very nice. One thing I noticed about his upper part of his gi here, it's made of that slightly tacky plastic here, where it's kind of sticky, and hopefully it won't attract too much lint over time. But that's the first thing I noticed when getting this figure out of the package, just the slightly tacky feel. And it's just the upper portion of the gi. But everything else is, of course, just painted solid plastic here. But very neat details. You can see some of the stitching on the gi here. Of course, you got the faux cord here. And of course, the torn sleeves and cuffs of the pants, leggings I should say. More stitching detail. Of course, you got the detail on the feet here that are painted toenails there. And of course, you got the sandals that he wears, and it's really cool at the bottom here. You got that cloth, I guess, or type of material or simulated material, but unfortunately the paint on these on the sandals are just a little less than desired there. But still a great figure overall if you overlook the paint on this guy. Going over the articulation of Akuma here, his head does go all the way around, and does go down, up and down slightly, and side to side. I actually haven't tried popping off the head, switch head. Let me try that now. And it's not too bad, and it comes off rather easily. And you can see some of the oil still on the peg there, by the way. And to be able to, let me just do this off screen here, get a better grip. There we go. And you can see Akuma here with a very angry face there. And same type of articulation with the alternate head, up and down slightly, side to side, of course all the way around. The arms do go all the way around. They do go out and in. The biceps can go all the way around. The elbows bend at a single joint. The hands go all the way around at the wrist, as well as in and out, but not back. The figure does have torso articulation to go up and down. No side-to-side movement. But the waist, you can go all the way around at the waist. The legs are on a ball-hinged swivel joint. It allows the leg to go up, down, to the back, out to the side, and all the way around at the top of the thigh. Double joints at the knees. I guess the ankles can go all the way around underneath the cuff of the leggings there, and can go up and down as well. And at the mid foot there, it's got a swivel joint, typical of SOTA figures, that can go all the way around to simulate an ankle pivot there. And the figure does have toe articulation going up and down. Overall, a great figure despite the paint. Hopefully that's not typical of all of Series 4 or Round 4. But the joints on here are nice and tight. Nothing to complain about there. And the sculpt is just really great for this. This is my casual peek into my Street Fighter Akuma figure from SOTA Toys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.